It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The give is to McLaughlin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good.
Now Carr. Got a man. It's Robbie Chosen. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Carr. That's into the hands of Chosen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. White looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. On the move past the 40. Still going. Touchdown! Rome Odunze. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Looking deep here from Mooney. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Daniels. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 48 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now 2nd and 5. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Carr going to throw. He'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. To throw is Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action. Daniels, he'll buy some time right. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
In motion right, that's Harrison. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Carr. Dancing to his left. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw his Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now, 694.
Now Carr. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 67 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that is caught. It's Davis. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Daniels looking to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second down and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. To the right side, here's Mayer. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Michael Mayer, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Carr.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now is Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Shotgun now for Carr.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
To throw, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And taken right at the 35. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go now. 1918.
Now Daniels. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 27 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's caught by Chosen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Carr now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Carr to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play there. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A give left side to Robinson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Robinson. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Carr to throw.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They go play action. Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, it's Robinson. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Harrison.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we started writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To throw his car. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr again.
That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
57 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Carr will look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Let's go now. 60
To the air goes Daniels.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the home team here, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.